commotion. It's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting what do for a purse, disgusting what do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that out, you gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner, get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't hearing my CD. Made it out of the trenches, just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blowed her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going juvie and BG.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off around the 37. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. He'll try again, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he can't field it clean. And this announcer kind of speechless. Cannot explain what just happened there. Utter lunacy. He ran the wrong way the length of the field and gave up a safety. So,
Don't even say it, partner. Don't even say it.
The name Wrong Way Marshall comes to mind.
You said it. You said it.
This might be worse than that, though. It is. This is worse than that. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Mahomes throw pulled in by Robinson here. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, it's Hill, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed
For him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotguns and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They go play action with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Rashawn Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Play fake. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Myers' kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at it, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. On 2nd down now. Clements.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run the counter. Clements, the broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Mahomes now to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butt on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now it's Wilson. Keeps himself upright. And now he's swallowed up and taken down. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this 1st half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have the Chiefs for... Down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd and 9. Wilson. Short throw to Disley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first, directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers. A really nice run.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Penny. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more, Penny. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Now Mason. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. That one complete to Hill. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now Carson fumbles the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Pete Carroll none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one. So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. Spot of the football going to remain right where it is. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. quarter. And the Seahawks are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Mahomes now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. On 2nd and 9. Wilson. Short throw to Disley. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling
of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
We call that a punt of 38 yards. Take over. On 1st down, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it. They've been solid all game long. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments.